What's up, guys? What's up, guys? I'm back again with another video, and this video is going to be on the breaking news that's going on right now in the NBA, which is, the trade between the Boston Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Boston Celtics and Cleveland Cavaliers have traded point guards. Isaiah Thomas has gone to Cleveland, and Kyrie Irving has gone to the Boston Celtics. So, within this trade, the Cleveland Cavaliers also got Ante Zizic and Jay Crowder, and the Celtics got just Kyrie Irving. But yeah, first I want to say, I want to give a little hand clap for both teams because I didn't think they had it in them to trade these players. Like I didn't think that Danny Ainge had it in him to give up that Nets pick. I did not think he had it in him to give that up, so he did. And I was like, oh wow, he did that. And then I didn't think that Cleveland was gonna give up Kyrie Irving. I kind of thought that they were gonna like try to screw him over, just let him sit there and pout in the corner like a spoiled child for the rest of the season. And or I thought they were gonna try to, like Paul George's situation, where send him in like a completely undesirable place. But they actually sent him to a very desirable place where he could do well, he could flourish. That's actually the perfect system for him. I said this previously. I don't think I said this on YouTube, but I definitely said this before to somebody that I didn't think that Kyrie Irving would have been able to flourish um in any other situation other than Isaiah Thomas situation where he could just basically score and somebody else would run the offense and play defense. So he definitely lucked up because he not only got an Isaiah Thomas situation, he got Isaiah Thomas's situation. They completely switched places. Yeah. Who I think lost in this trade, who I think lost, definitely Cleveland. I wouldn't really say there's a loser per se, but I definitely feel like the Celtics won more than Cleveland because the Celtics are kind of in a win now position in a sense because they didn't lose their star point guard plus one, plus a pick, plus somebody else. So the Celtics are definitely in a more win now situation because they do have Gordon Hayward. They acquired Gordon Hayward and Marcus Morris in the offseason. And they already had Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And so I already knew that somebody was gonna have to go from that situation. So, Jay Crowder was the unfortunate, unlucky party with leaving, but the only thing I really feel like the Celtics lost was definitely lost the toughness that Jay Carter brings to the game and the defense that he brings to the game. And he definitely can score. So they lost all that he brought because he brought a lot. He definitely was very helpful to their organization. They lost the heart of Isaiah Thomas. As much as I don't like Isaiah Thomas, they did lose him because he really did go out there and do something incredible during the playoffs this year with playing and dropping that 50 plus points game right after his sister died and going out there and come back from the funeral and still playing and uh, experiencing his sister's death that day and playing the playoffs the next day. So they lost his heart and his died. And I just don't. I mean, I know Kyrie is clutch, but I don't know if Kyrie has that heart like has heart like Isaiah Thomas does. Um, what else? So yeah, I thought that they were gonna give up Jaylen Brown. To be honest, I knew they wasn't gonna give up. They weren't gonna give up Jason Tatum. They just got him. He's their rookie #1 pick. Well, #3 pick. I knew they wasn't gonna give him up, but I had a feeling that if they did give anybody, they would have given up Jaylen Brown, and I would have thought that the Cavs would have taken Jaylen Brown because they do need youth. But I'm glad that the Cavs got a draft pick in exchange for their troubles. They got a draft pick, and so they're able to start their rebuild because LeBron James is most likely leaving after this year, so they definitely are going to need to start their rebuilding process. So they didn't have two draft picks this year. The Celtics didn't really, I mean, they lost, but they didn't really lose a draft pick because they still have the Lakers draft pick is protected. So if the Lakers still end up being one of the bottom teams in the West, which most likely they will be. I mean, not according to LeVar Ball, but most likely they will be. So, um, they'll still end up with a good pick. They'll probably most likely still end up with a good pick. They still have two young talents in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and they definitely don't need to go looking for any more small forwards. They need another shooting guard, definitely, because they what with what they lost with giving up Avery Bradley. So they're definitely gonna need another shooting guard, especially a good defensive minded shooting guard. So they're gonna need that, and then other than that, they're good. Like basically, they're in a better position to go forward and win now. So yeah, that's what I think about this trade. I definitely feel like both teams got something good out of it, and Kyrie Irving's in the position that he want to be in, which is leaving Cleveland and being in a getting an opportunity to lead his own team, maybe with having his own team and not having somebody like LeBron who's more of a point forward to run the offense through. Maybe he'll be able to run his own offense. So yeah, and maybe Isaiah Thomas will flourish over here. I mean, it's not necessarily the best situation because his contract is about to be up in a year, and I don't think they're going to resign him. I think they're going to draft a good point guard. I think they're just going to draft a good point guard. But yeah, you never know what could happen. So these are my thoughts, and everybody have a great night. Peace. God bless, and peace. It's your girl Janice.